The city county councilor proposing new rules about sitting and lying down in downtown streets. Addressed that with people in his district at a meeting tonight. Mike McQuillan says he's heard complaints from his constituents about the homeless and wants to do something about it. But others question how this proposed ordinance would even work. I-Team 8's Stephanie Zepelin is live in the area with this ordinance and how it would affect folks. Stephanie?
Mike, the ordinance would affect people right here where we are now. It would ban them from sitting and lying on streets in the Mile Square area, but some wonder whether this would even be constitutional.
Many in downtown Indianapolis are seeing a change. They say there are more homeless people, or those who are there are more visible. And Indianapolis City County Councilor Mike McQuillan is hearing that too.
Over the last 5-6 months, I'd had a real increase in people reaching out to me saying, hey, we don't feel safe when we're downtown, or, people harassing me, aggressively panhandling.
McQuillan spoke to people in his district about the proposal at a town hall meeting Thursday. The proposed ordinance would ban people from sitting or lying in public sidewalks, streets, or alleys in the Mile Square area from 6 a.m. to midnight.
They're homeless and they need assistance. We have shelters like the Wheeler Mission and Horizon House, places where they can get help. If they're panhandlers, they need to go somewhere else. So I want to put the spotlight on everybody downtown and not ignore them.
The ordinance would not be enforced unless there's somewhere for the people to go, even though most of the shelters are closed during the day.
We've had a lot of interest from churches and other faith-based organizations who have facilities open. We're in the process of trying to find even more places.
Ken Falk, legal director for the American Civil Liberties Union of Indiana, does not think the ordinance would help with the issue of homelessness.
There's an ordinance already concerning panhandling. There's an ordinance already concerning blocking in the sidewalk. What we seem to be saying here is that we don't want people sitting down and in some sense bothering our senses.
And further, he thinks it could be unconstitutional.
This ordinance is punishing a status, punishing the fact that you're homeless. That raises constitutional issues. To the extent that this ordinance is subject to being applied in a targeted way, unfair way, uneven way, that's begging for constitutional difficulties.
The City County Council will have committee hearings over the next 2 months on the proposal. Next on News 8 at 11, we'll tell you what the ACLU says they may do if this should pass. Live tonight in downtown Indianapolis, Stephanie Zepelin, I-Team 8.